Hi Taurus, this is Jessica with Whispers of Grace Healing. I am here today to do your June 2020 general reading. This is going to be for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And these are general messages, so please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you're watching for your sun sign and it doesn't make sense for you, it's always a good idea to go check out your other placements. Maybe it'll resonate for you more, or it might just help bring a little bit more of the pieces of the puzzle together for you. But no matter what, time is fluid, so this may be something you're already going through or have yet to go through. If it doesn't make sense for you now, come back at the end of the month, rewatch, see how it's played out in your life. Might not be your message, but maybe this is just giving you a heads up for something that has yet to unfold. Also, if you are dealing with someone in particular, remember the energies can go vice versa, so please place the energy wherever it resonates most for you, but please do not force the message. If you are new, I welcome you. Welcome all my new subscribers. I'm so glad you joined us. And Vibe Tribe, I love you something serious. Don't know what I'd do without you. Thank you for all of you for being such a great support system and interacting with my videos, your donations, your paid readings. Like, thank you. Thank you for supporting me and my work. With that being said, if anyone needs to get in touch with me, all of my information is down below, but you can reach me at whispersofgrace1016@gmail.com. So yeah, guys, what we're doing this month is we are using the Halloween Oracle that Ramblin' Mike gave me, and also the Earth Warrior Oracle. So this is going to help us get a storyline and advice for you. So we already have no good thing shall be withheld. Ooh, I like that, Taurus. I like that. So let's get some Halloween Oracle, get a storyline. Maybe 9 is significant for you, but 9 definitely means, like, you know, when I think about, you know, the 1 through 10, 9 to me usually represents like the closing out of a cycle, and then 10 is the reward. So you might be closing out something that is about to open up something brand new, and you're going to reap the rewards for all the hard work that you've done, which is a great message, Taurus. So let's see what's going on. Yeah, listen. Ooh, Taurus. Okay. Yeah, you've been through some stuff. You have been through it. So, you know, what I'm seeing right now is either you have gone through this, or this is something that you're currently going through, which I know personally from being a Taurus, one of my biggest things that created the most fear for me was trying to be in control of everything. Before I had this mass awakening, I was trying to control everything in my life, and it always led me down a road of fear. I was scared about everything, and you know, just being in fear of not having control, like, scared the crap out of me. But this is a rebirth for you. This is coming to the conclusion that the unnecessary fear of things out of your control is really limiting the infinite possibilities that are waiting for you. And you're starting to see the beauty through the unknown. It's actually quite beautiful. And you're like, you're finally saying goodbye to the overthinking, the over worrying, and, you know, coming from this, you know, there's probably a balance between divine feminine and masculine energies within yourself, because we do carry both. But the moon represents the feminine, where the sun represents the masculine, and you're going from the shadow period into the light now. So you're seeing things a lot clearer about, you know, what over worrying, overthinking has robbed you of. And now you're starting to expand your horizons, your mental capacity, And you're also realizing the power that you hold in your manifestation abilities. So, you know, I feel like you're starting to realize that there's so much more to what is going on behind the scenes than what you have been witnessing with your physical eyes. Like, you've lived a life for so long a certain way, and now a lot of those beliefs and habits are being challenged. It's about coming more into having more awareness of how you've been blocking yourself and developing your abilities, trusting your intuition, honing in on your divine power, and getting rid of anything that seems like unclear or unstable in your life so that you can manifest the life that you so desire. So now that you're having this awareness and taking the necessary steps to clear things out, and you're really starting to hone in on your abilities and opening up the portal of good things coming in and bad things or negative circumstances leaving, it's bringing this illumination to why things ended the way that they did, or why things couldn't, you know, because there's so many times we're going through things that we don't understand why we're going through those things until later on. Once we come to a new sense of awareness, then the bigger picture comes together. I feel like that's kind of what's happening, is there's something about the way that you perceived or interacted with life that is really just like clearing the slate and really opening up this new sense of power within Taurus, especially when it comes to your abilities as a healer, as a light worker, you know, these kind of things. So let's see what else we can get, because that was a pretty general, that's a short message. Is there anything else that Taurus needs to know? So, midnight, the most magical hour of all. So, there's something about timing here. I'm going to read that one. What does this midnight have to do with? Most magical hour of all. What does this have to do with for Taurus? Okay. Oh, okay. So this has to do with the Skull of Flowers, which actually says creating through the ashes. So I'm going to read that one first. Creating. Oh, that's why. Okay. So, Skull of Flowers. To blossom and bloom, the work must be done. Through fire and ashes, our fortune it comes. Before flowers are born, they are sweet buds on a plant that came from a smaller form like a seed or a bulb. The seed needs prepared, nourishing soil to grow to its potential. Some plants and trees only seed after fire or a period of extreme adversity like drought or flood. Sometimes we wish for a life different from the one we have, and that can mean radical change. Sometimes to have a new life, everything falls apart, so everything falls apart to make it so, and that can be uncomfortable. We may lose our relationships, or they may change. We might lose a job, have to move house, or become ill. All big events that lead to a reassessment of the how of our lives. The Skull of Flowers illustrates that there is a sureness and yet a rawness to creating again, to starting fresh. Sometimes the universe gives us a blank slate to work from so we can build what we really want, rather than just settling for less. The Skull of Flowers celebrates not just a kind of phoenix energy, but an energy of success and full bloom through adversity. That's some powerful shit, which is exactly what it felt like when I was going through all those changes. When I was like, what am I doing? This doesn't make any sense. Alright, so midnight. The dark, it envelops me. The witching hour awaits. True magic and enchantment and spells that change fates. The middle of the night, midnight, is the hour in which it is believed that ghosts, witches, ghouls, and magic are most likely to be active. Transition times such as noon, the time between tides, or even dark moon are traditionally powerful times of magical transformation. In some Christian traditions, the witching hour is seen as 3 a.m. because it is the opposite to the time that Jesus is said to have died at 3 p.m. But there are some conscious or consensus that midnight is the time for greatest magic, particularly around Halloween. As soon as the clock strikes midnight on Halloween, it is said that the spirits flow forward through the veil and, if benevolent, bring positive messages. If not so benevolent, they are mischievous and play tricks at best, or at worst cause havoc. Allow yourself to relax into benevolent darkness of midnight. You may feel that this is your darkest hour, but know that the light will return again. The dawn always follows the darkest night. Know too that it is important to recognize that we all have darkness within us, just as we have light, and this isn't something to hide from. So, especially the things that you feel that you are either, you know, ashamed of, or regretful, or insecure about how you've handled things in the past, like, a lot of those things are going to be challenged, and you had to go through these things in order to get to this place of awareness and having the capability to use the tools for your benefit. Okay, and this is just another level of you waking up, and that's really what it is. So let's see what Blessings of Kumu has to say. So, no good thing shall be withheld. There we go. The universe wants to express its creativity, healing, and brilliance through you. It does not want to be limited to repeating what has already been. Newness needs to burst through you in startling expressions of abundant life. You are guided into unknown territory, guided to go beyond that which you have known yourself and your world to be, so that something original and necessary can be brought to life. The universe knows all that you are in need of so that you can best attain your destiny. All shall be provided for you. Expand your faith and allow for the greater workings of Great Spirit. Resources are coming to you now. If you have been in lack, limitation, or anxiety about such things happening, relax and substitute your stress for absolute trust that the universe will provide all good things with generosity and grace. If you find this challenging, take it one step at a time, reprogramming your heart and mind into new habits of peaceful trust. It will feel much better to live like this. It is not foolishness, but wisdom that embraces such unconditional faith. Know that the provision of all resources required is a certainty. The only variables are the details of how that journey unfolds. When you tune into your heart, you will remember that you are loved, protected, and guided in every moment. Trust the universe. So, this is trusting the unfolding of your journey, Taurus, and understanding that there's always layers. Even if you think you have healed something, there might be a different layer, and as time goes on, it just gets easier to, move through, and the more you use your tools and the things that you learn, it just helps the process along, and then you don't deal with it as much because you're aligned with, setting boundaries, speaking up. The energy that you put out is what comes back to you, so make sure that you are aware of what has been done that is no longer working for you, and find a solution to change up that belief, that pattern, that response, or your circumstances that are no longer fulfilling your needs. Okay? So, awareness, action, compassion, and trust, and you'll be fine. So I wish you the best of luck, Taurus, and if you need any help with any of these situations, you can email me at whispersofgrace1016@gmail.com. If you resonate with this, drop me a comment. Let me know how it resonates with you, and I will talk to all of you soon. Bye.